Alright, so here we are at the Tampa Comicon, and it is pretty crazy. Yeah, we've been here for about an hour. I'm just starting to record. There's like, it's crazy. Tons of people.
My legs hurt.
Tons of costumes.
Some really bad ones.
Some really bad ones. Some really good ones. Yeah, it's just insane, the number of everything.
There's that. Look at the Mario.
I could give a rat's butt about Mario. What?
Right there, it's bunnies.
That's cool.
I like the ones that look like
We lost Mom totally.
Whoa! Favorite 3D printer over there.
Ooh, we already have one.
Where? I gotta check it out. Oh yeah.
I wanted one of those, like the open.
The iris thing, yeah. All right, so this is actually I gotta check this out, guys. This is the first time I've actually seen a 3D printer other than the one I actually own. So we gotta. Holy crap! $1,499. That's like.
That one looks kind of fast.
Ours runs faster than that, buddy.
Really?
Yeah, and it's not all 3D printed parts. Yeah, the DaVinci 2.0 is on Amazon right now for $650, and it does 2 colors instead of just one. So does this come as a kit, or is it ready to go?
Fully assembled.
Fully assembled? How much tweaking and playing around with it does it actually need to get it perfectly square and be printing out good parts and stuff right off the bat?
Set up. This one, I printed these yesterday. Proof pieces. It's a pro level machine. It's not a toy. Some of the under $1,000 ones. Those are fun to play with, but you're not going to be doing much of anything with it.
Have you played with the DaVinci?
No, that is a neat machine.
Dude, right out of the box, I had great prints, just as good as this, for $500.
Oh wow.
Yeah. The only problem is it used a proprietary print cartridge, so I had to 5 minutes with an Arduino, and I could use any printer cartridge with it. Within 2 weeks, we had a full open source Repeater firmware onto it, so now we can use any. It's an awesome machine for, and I'm not cutting these machines. They look like they're in good.
What's her name?
I just have an issue with 3D printed parts because, obviously you can print a replacement if it breaks or something, but.
We've got a prototype right now where we're switching over to using brass bushings on the smooth rods.
Right.
And, we need super hard rods for that.
Yep.
And that's the only place we've seen where 3D printed parts might not be as good as like plastic injected ones. But we went and talked to a plastic injection factory, and he says, no, the 3D printed ones are just as good.
Well,
it depends on how well you have it done.
For instance, right here, the motor isn't perfectly square with the rail. And again, I'm a machinist, so...
No, this is for the jerk. That's an intentional feature.
Right there.
So you put the flex in there so you can have a tighter belt.
Yeah, so we can, when it stops really quickly, we have some mass absorbing.
Some give.
We're getting away with minimal framing here, so we have to be innovative in how we do stuff.
Well, good luck, boss. Cool stuff.
Hey, good luck with your Da Vinci. That's a neat machine.
You know, I bet I got close to 1,000 print hours on it with no issues whatsoever.
That's cool. What size filament does he use?
1.75, and it's got a 0.4 millimeter nozzle. So I mean, but it does 0.1 millimeter layers. Now that we hacked Repeater firmware onto it, it does the 0.1 millimeter layer freaking excellently.
Yeah. We go as big as we possibly can.
For speed, I suppose.
Yeah, we got stuff we gotta make.
Right.
It all depends on the use case. That's why people always ask me how accurate are 3D printers. I'm like, well, what are you trying to do with it?
How fast do you want to go? That's the main thing, is how fast do you want to go? Hey, that's pretty cool. That's a good.
That is pretty good.
Yep.
I still want it.
Because if you want to go past, not very accurate. That's
All right, we can go. You can watch.
that squid right there. I want you to print it.
Okay, sorry about the off take, guys. Oh, hey. Oh, we don't want a 3D printed item. All right, you can put it down. The skulls do look good though. With no infill, that's actually pretty good. Is this PLA or ABS?
It's PLA.
Okay, that makes sense.
This is PLA as well.
I've only ever printed with ABS, and I have an issue with curling on the edges because I like the strength of the ABS versus
You have a heated bed?
Yes. Yep. Yep.
This is what happens when you print PLA without a heated bed. This is maker bond.
Yeah.
The customer brought us this. This is what we did for them. We do the large boxes in PLA.
Right. And again,
you have a heated bed, and if your extruder could do PLA, so I don't always, a good ABS extruder or hot end combo isn't necessarily a good PLA one. We also print nylon.
no, I haven't tried nylon yet
That's
either.
really hard because that oozes really bad.
And you need a good temperature with it too, like
Wood nozzles for our hot ends.
okay.
We buy those assembled, and it's everything from the aluminum plate down.
Yep.
We don't need active cooling on them whatsoever. This is just to cool the print off, but the actual hot end doesn't require any cooling.
And you don't get, and there's no sag even after 12, 14-hour prints on any of these parts without the active
Run
cooling?
them all the time. I mean, I don't normally run ABS prints unattended.
Right.
But like PLA, like if you're doing some sort of electronic project and you found like the kit box online,
Right.
I'll print it for you for nothing because I can put that on my machine when I go home.
Right.
Just wake up the next day and there it is.
Right. I got a card.
Yeah, we're right here in St. Pete. Are you in town?
I'm in Brooksville. Can you put? Can I get your email address, or can I just use that one and put your name?
That'll get to us.
That'll
gets
get
to
to
all
us.
of us.
All right.
Let me write my name on here.
Yeah.
We do an open public night 1 week out of the month, or 1 day out of the month. So you're welcome to stop by and check it out.
All right. Thank you.
Come by the
Lance?
lab and talk to everyone else.
Josh. Nice to meet you.
Hey, it's cool to hear about the Da Vinci.
Like I said, for what it is, the fact that they can just stamp out the parts, it is a freaking awesome little machine.
If you ever look at the solder doodle, that thing is.
I heard there's so many problems with it. Yeah, there are tolerance issues and bad parts and.
That's why I always tell people anything under $1,000, you really got to be careful because if you're going to toy around with it, knock yourself out. You're going to have a good time. But if you needed to actually make things, you might want to shop around. I mean, like the NEMA 17s on here. Feel how hot this thing is.
Are they 400 or 200 steps per?
Those are 200 before micro stepping.
Right.
That thing is screaming hot.
No, that's cool. My CNC.
We'll run this thing forever. It's not a CNC machine.
Yes, it is.
And the idea that we're not using torque to pull through material.
Right.
The only torque I need is right here.
But your stepper motors actually run hottest when standing still.
If they're holding position, yeah, especially with micro stepping.
Now, have you looked into using 400 step motors just to get higher step position without going to micro stepping? something to look into. Because the more micro stepping you use, the less torque you have and the less speed you'll have. Because speed runs off with.